Marijuana has come a long way in the United States. Today, 38 states have enacted legislation that either legalizes marijuana recreationally or medicinally or decriminalizes usage of the drug. This means growing marijuana, distributing it as a supplier, and selling it as a consumer or medicinal product is now considered a viable business idea. Unsurprisingly, because of this, the marijuana and cannabis industry is now booming. It's expected to grow by 18% over the next 7 years, reaching over $73 billion by 2027. However, marijuana is also a very new industry, meaning there's no tried and true approach to entering the market. So in this video, we're going to help you figure out the logistics of starting your own cannabis business. Many entrepreneurs are energized by the novelty and unique benefits of marijuana, which is great. But before we get ahead of ourselves, it's important to understand the very strict legal requirements cannabis businesses must comply with. While 38 states have legalized marijuana in some form, not all of them allow you to operate a marijuana business in their state. To find out exactly which states have laws allowing for the formation of a marijuana business, we recommend checking the Marijuana Policy Project's website. This is a marijuana lobbying organization that fights for pro-marijuana legislation. They keep an updated list of state laws regarding marijuana, including states in which marijuana is only decriminalized and states where marijuana is legal, taxed, and regulated. If you plan on starting your marijuana business in a state where it's legal, here's what you need to do. Step 1. Select your business model. What you need to do is decide what part of the marijuana industry you want to be in. Do you want to open a dispensary, grow marijuana, or deliver it? Whichever route you decide, read up on your state laws to be sure what you're doing is, well, legal. Keep in mind that state laws regarding cannabis can change dramatically from state to state. Really, we can't stress this point enough. We don't want anyone starting a business that could be deemed illegal. So do heavy research and also be sure to talk to others who operate marijuana businesses and learn how they remain compliant with the law. Step 2 is to write your business plan. All business ideas require a business plan, but a marijuana business requires a more detailed plan thanks to those aforementioned regulations. In your business plan, it's very important to lay out how you're going to comply with every law in your state. This means understanding regulations regarding where you can open your business and who your suppliers will be. Also be prepared for your business plan to change as laws do. Like we said, marijuana is still a very new industry, and lawmakers are still figuring out how best to regulate it. So you need to be flexible enough to adjust your strategy as the law dictates. Of course, that shouldn't be the only aspect of your business plan. Also be sure to document the following: the business costs and when you plan to turn a profit, how you plan to attract customers, what will set your business apart from others like it, and who your competitors are, whether you have legal counsel already, and how they'll help you keep everything in order. Step 3, register your business name and entity. The next step is to choose a marijuana business entity type and register it with the state so that you can legally conduct business there. The business entity you choose will affect the taxes you pay and the level of risk you're exposed to. Two types of business entities that shield owners from personal liability are a limited liability company, or LLC, and a corporation. However, there are some major differences between these two as well. To learn more, check out our guide to the differences between an LLC and a corporation on the Fundera blog. We also have a video on the specific differences between an LLC and an S-Corp, as well as a video on how to form an LLC in California, which has the largest marijuana industry in the country. Keep in mind that simply being a marijuana retailer or dispensary owner also comes with different rules and regulations than a business that grows or delivers marijuana. Next, you need to pick a name. The process for choosing a business name will be specific to your state, but generally you will need to conduct a search to ensure the name you want is available. And then there will be a small fee associated with reserving your name. There are some useful examples of marijuana business names on the website BizNameWiz. We'll link to that in the description below. Step 4, obtain business licenses, permits, and your tax ID number. You might be sensing a theme here. Because every state has different laws around starting a cannabis business, the process in each state will be different. This is true for obtaining the licenses and permits you need to operate your cannabis business as well. You really need to do your homework and, if possible, contact a legal professional in your state who can help you sort through everything so you can legally operate your business. Ideally, a lot of this would have been covered in the planning and research phase. But for further assistance, the website Find Law has a good resource on what specific permits and licenses marijuana businesses need in each state. Some marijuana-friendly states, like California, have a portal designed specifically for the licensing of marijuana businesses and an entire website designed for business owners looking to start a marijuana business. Don't forget that while you will be saddled with more marijuana-specific tasks, you also have to do all of the other work when it comes to taxes and registration that a regular business would have. This means applying for an employer identification number, or EIN. You can apply for an EIN online directly from the IRS and get approved almost immediately. You'll need it when tax season rolls around and you're looking at paying payroll and income taxes for your business. Your EIN will also be necessary if you decide to open a business bank account or credit card, or if you apply for funding. This is a nice segue to our fifth and final step. This fifth step is to get funding. There are many fees associated with starting a marijuana business. For example, if you want to operate a dispensary, an application for your business permit in New Jersey costs $20,000. Your application and licensing fees, paired with inventory, equipment, marketing, and startup costs you might face, make starting a marijuana business an expensive enterprise. And once you're in business, taxes are steep. For all these reasons, there's a good chance you'll be looking for financing. Unfortunately, small business loans are extremely difficult to find for most cannabis business owners. Even if cannabis is legal in your state, it remains a Schedule I controlled substance on the federal level. This means financial institutions aren't typically able to handle any capital that's related to cannabis. However, there is an exception: alternative lenders. These are private online lenders that offer a wider variety of more creative business financing solutions than banks do. We have an article on our blog, the Fundero Ledger, that explains how to get a cannabis business loan and the top lenders to work with. We'll also include a link to that in the description below. There's also hope for the future, as federal legislators are continuing to try and push bills through Congress that would ensure that financial institutions could legally participate in the cannabis industry. So that's what you need to know about the logistics of starting a cannabis business. The main takeaway is that there is a lot of legal red tape, and you need to plan your business very carefully in order to launch and stay compliant. If you can overcome this hurdle along with the challenge of obtaining financing, you've got a chance to succeed. We appreciate you taking the time to watch this video on how to start a cannabis business. If you're looking for more advice on how to help your business succeed, you can visit our blog, the Fundero Ledger. You can also subscribe to this YouTube channel and check out some of our other popular videos. And if you have any further questions related to how to start a cannabis business, feel free to leave us a comment below. Thank you for watching.